the whole venue is so important because we don't have another contemporary art center for miles. We bring contemporary dance, we bring music, we bring theater, and they're all cutting edge things. They're not something you're going to see anywhere else. And that's the great thing about it. It's so the artists can actually really be artists. They're not worrying about trying to make something that's going to make a lot of money or something that's going to bring a lot of people. It's something they can create from their heart. And so it's a unique thing, it's a personal thing, and oftentimes it's much more powerful than just what you would see anywhere else. And I think that's incredibly enriching to the arts and encouraging. Well, this station is about Jono Osginner's art, and Jono is our founder here at Oz Arts Nashville. Jono a few years ago had cancer, and it was a pretty rough time for him. The doctors thought he was actually going to die. He's a very strong-willed man, I'll say that, he is. And he, when he was recovering, he found that art was the thing that gave him strength, that encouraged him, and the love for art. And once he recovered, he decided to start this art program, this whole wonderful venue we have. And today, this booth is just about Jono's art and a particular aspect of his art, which is colors and numbers. Some people have a condition called synesthesia. Sometimes they see numbers as certain colors, and Jono finds that very fascinating. I do too. And he wanted to play around with that. So these particular pieces, so like this one and these little pieces, are based on math formulas. They're math charts. Jono learned that as a boy in school. And he combined that with the colors. So each chart has a specific color for each number. And when you combine them, it's really fascinating the way they all link up. People who have synesthesia, it's different for each person. Some people might see one as red, some might see it one as blue. It's unique for each person. Jono decided to just go with the rainbow colors and also with the colors of the chakra, which are the different parts of the body. They have their own different color systems, and that was the ones he thought for him personally was the most appropriate. So that's what he decided to go with. But the kids here today can just come up with their own color schemes and color them however they want to.
My name is Jairo Prado, and I'm here with the Prado Art Studio. And I have to say that it's really an honor to be participating and being invited to be in this event. Yeah. What we're doing, first of all, we're using recycled material, wood scraps. Everything is more in the more elementally based. We try to make it as simple as possible. This idea came from the folk art from Mexico, based in the story of Pedro Linares, a craftsman that around the 1920s, 1930s, he was a very sick person. And he just fell asleep in his sickness and have a dream. He had a dream, and he saw this big forest full of trees, and from the trees these creatures coming out, full of colors. He said there were hundreds, maybe thousands of creatures screaming in his dream. And screaming saying, "Alebrije, alebrije." And so after that dream, he got healed. But the dream stick with him, so he just called his family and told them about the dream. And his family, the neighbors around the area where he used to live, got together and started making this creature that he had a dream about. It became a traditional folk art from Mexico. To the point that actually I think they make a movie about, and there is this whole area in Mexico where you go, Oaxaca and other places you go, you see alebrijes everywhere. It's really becoming a source of inspiration and healing to many people, physically and economically. So the point for me is to take this artifact and refresh the memory of some of the people who came from South America. They've been here, or they're descendants of the South American people. They have no idea about their own folk art, their own roots. So we want to kind of bring that to them and show that where they came from, and at the same time somehow to inspire the whole community about how you can see art in a more bright, more wild way, more mythical or surreal or fantasy-like. And based on this influence from the Mexican folk art, I use my own school, like the constructivist, the contemporary art. So I take elements from geometric to organic, bring them together, just adding to that a more personal touch. I do believe that it is as necessary as food. I believe that creativity is like a survival instinct. If we had not developed our own creativity at a very early age, I truly believe it's going to be really hard to be able to solve problems in life. Basically, art, more than just an artifact, it is the ability to solve problems. And in fact, this one, you can see how I try to use the simplest way possible to create a three-dimensional piece. Basically, using trash. And I truly believe the art saved my life. From a very early age, maybe 6 years old, I did something, and I knew I was able to do it. I just needed to find the support, just to develop that thing inside me. That is still inside every one of us. Everybody has it. What happens is that we lose it because there is not a nurture from a very early age. So I feel like that kept me alive, kept me going at a very early age. I was able to be isolated, just got a piece of paper, I start doing things, I start copying things, everything I was kind of frustrated, I would just get a piece of paper, colors and start working on. And I never knew that will take me to this now.
I am Camilla Spadafino, and I am one of 2 visual art teachers at Nashville School of the Arts. And today I am at Oz Arts Nashville celebrating their Family Day. What's going on behind me is our fabulous dance teacher, Stacy Floodpop, is here with some of her dance students, and they're doing improvisational dance movements and pulling people into that and showing them some of the things that they learn at Nashville School of the Arts. Nashville School of the Arts is our city's arts magnet high school. It is a public high school, so anybody can come be part of our family. We have dance, drama, visual arts, orchestra, jazz band, writing. It's just a very rich creative culture that's also integrated with academics. We have some of the strongest academic programs in Nashville.
My name is Andy Riedloff, and I'm a mural artist here in Nashville, Tennessee. I enjoy interactive and collaborative murals because they bring people together in such a unique way. And today I'm testing out my first ever chalk mural, and it's an interactive piece where really any participant can come up and have complete creative choice. And it's been working out really well. We started today with literally a black and white surface, and now it's almost looking like Jim Morrison's grave. Like it really is speaking to me, and I think speaks to the creative voices that are here at Family Day today. Just grab any color of chalk and bring it over here to the mural, and you can use textures or color. Just try to add to what's already here. You can color on top of it. You just need to be part of everything that's happening already.
So hi, I'm Eileen Wallach, and I'm the CEO and founder of Your Heart on Art. Your Heart on Art facilitates workshops for people that are suffering every day from grief, fear, stress, bullying, chronic illness, rape, suicide, We work with people that have had life-altering events that deal every day with traumatic activities. So when you lose your words, everything piles up. We have learned how to help people articulate through the creative arts. So we use all the creative arts, whether it's clay, acrylic, visual, drumming, how to articulate what they're feeling from here, not from up here. Because this is your committee. This is the person who tells you you're not good, you have no self-worth. But when you paint from the heart, this is where you learn then to find the words that you can't find due to your traumatic life-altering event.
So we are Hip Hues. We are a party printing company. We are all about bringing live screen printing to different events around town. And everywhere we go, everyone at the event gets to screen print it themselves. So we can bring a custom design, and we want everyone to interact and have a great experience and try out screen printing, having a fun art activity at an event.
You did all right? Yeah. Look at this. Now we're going to dry it. The ink is still wet.
I'm going to run it through this contraption.
You want to make one for me? Did Sophie get to do one yet?
First, you take your bag. You put it on the board, which is called a platen. And then what you do is you pull down the screen, cover it with ink, and use the squeegee to push it across the screen and push the ink through the screen onto your product. And the ink only comes through right where the design is.
Here we go. Ready for the slow fast game?
Gives you triangle shapes. The bottom button gives you squares, and if you don't hit a button at all and just move it around, you get the circles in the middle. Love making interactive projects that people can explore. I had a woman in here working on this for 25 minutes, and she learned all the intricacies of how to make all the color and all the shapes. And she made this beautiful piece, which then I got a picture of, because I've got a little button for taking pictures of the screenshots. So I love everything from like this kid here playing and just, you know, watching it move, and I love that there's this kind of engagement without guns or scores or awful stuff. You know, it's art. It's interactive art, and I get so much joy out of seeing people connect with it. You know. So that's you. That's you doing all that. So that's you doing all these lines. That red one, this is you doing the red right here. Goes up and down. Excellent. Yeah. That's you making the circles. And if you wanna make a different shape, hit the A button. There you go. You get the triangles. And then if you hit the back button, you get squares. There you go. That's good.
At Kidsville today, we are talking about echoes. because Kidsville is most of all works with Musicians Corner and in Centennial Park and the Parthenon. And at Musicians Corner, the tagline is the city that listens. So we wanted to have some kind of activity that we would get to be focusing on, that we hear things, that we listen to things, and things that relate to music. Microphones relate to music. It just so happens that you can go to a toy store and buy an Echo microphone. They're called Echo microphones. Echo is a Greek mythology character, something we've studied at the Parthenon. So when you open up an Echo microphone, inside there's a tiny cup, there's a spring inside, and the spring is what helps the sound travel down through the microphone so it echoes back up to you. When you talk to people who study the physics of sound or want to teach you about sound, they tell you about how a slinky is the best teacher of how a sound moves through the air. So we have got a slinky today that shows that if you just tap it on the edge, it travels up to the back of our little panel here, and then it will come back, showing how an echo, when it leaves your voice, it comes out of your mouth and may bounce off of another surface if it's a bouncy surface. So a wall, or like in a canyon outside, the sound echoes back off and you hear it back. So it's a repeat. The story in the Greek mythology was that the girl named Echo was doomed after some unfortunate mishap. She was doomed to repeat only the sounds of others. An echo is a repeat of sound. All right, so what we're making is an Echo microphone. An Echo microphone. Have you ever played with one of these?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you want to test it out? Say your name in there or say hello. Okay, did you get it?
No.
Cool, all right.
Wow.
I heard it.
I like it.
Yeah, so now we need to pick out a cup. There's a cup. You need to pick one of these, and you need to pick a spring to put inside, just one.
Hold on.
And we slide it inside. Where's the pokey side? Yeah, we're gonna twist it, put it right there.
You guys want to make one of these?
Right there. I turn this cup upside down and you're going to drop it inside of there.
Want to make an Echo microphone?
You need to pick a rubber band.
And I know what to do because I'm not phone. Can you help me? I already
Yeah, I'll show you in just a second, okay?
You want one of those? Okay.
You only need one.
I want.
There you go. I'll show you in just a second.
Yellow. Now we're going to put this on top, and then you can take some stickers and decorate them just for you.
Okay.
And if you get a white sticker, you can put some markers on top and it'll decorate your name. There's some star stickers, or there's just some plain white ones that you could color on too.
Okay, where are the plain white ones?
Plain white ones are right here beside my hand, right here.
Okay, we gotta wait our turn.
There you go. Okay, now we're set.
Chance, do you want to pick out a sticker to put on top?
If you put a sticker right down in there, it'll cover that pokey part.
Take one.
Stickers too. So what song is a good Echo song?
You wanna put a little sticker on top?
Camilla! Is that you?
Materials from the landfill for artists and educators and crafters, anyone who needs supplies. We feel like it's really important because so much trash ends up in the landfill, so many usable things, like these t-shirts, for example. People would normally just toss them out if they got a rip or a stain, or give them to Goodwill, which is great, but this brings a whole new life into them, and it teaches the kids a little crafty skill at the same time. So another really important element of Turner Green's mission is education. So we're always looking for ways to educate the public and kids about different things they might have looked at previously as trash that can now be super fun treasures, gifts, and materials for all kinds of different things. You're so welcome. With the rest of your outfit. No. Whichever color you want to do. So what you're going to want to do is cut about an inch or so, a little bigger than an inch strip. From end to end. And then you'll have these wraps. So they're super stretchy like that, and you can double it up if you want. this around it like this. You can make as many of those as you want, kind of layer them up and then tie them together and even add some beads if you like. Shazam! I made one!
And each section can rotate and then squash down. And this is the flower form, so each section then can then pop back up and become the tower again. And so this is one piece of paper. It was a fairly large piece of paper that you fold in sort of an iterative way so that each additional layer comes out of the middle of the paper. And if I had better hands and this were stronger paper, I could do another little section out of that middle. This is a very similar design. It's just an octagon. So this is a 12-sided, this is an 8-sided. Otherwise it's the same kind of thing that collapses and then becomes a tower again. One of my favorite things are these clover designs. So this is a clover design by Shizu Fujimoto, and this takes me about 6 hours to make. This one in particular, I hand colored it to get the coloring of the different layers. This is an 11-level clover, and so that's one of my favorites, although it is very time intensive. The biggest thing is to practice, and then practice, and then practice some more. That's the most important thing. If nothing else, practicing is how you learn and get better. Second to that is find other people that can help teach you models that they know. So, for example, we run the Nashville Origami Club, and we meet once a month to show people models and share things with each other, and that's the easiest way to learn, is getting somebody else that knows how to fold it to teach you.
The sound maze originated out of 2 music theater works that I did over the last 15 years that involved large-scale invented musical instruments, many of which you see behind me here. And at the end of every performance, we would invite the audience on stage to experiment with the instruments themselves. And of course, they were often very inspired to see, how did we do that? How does that instrument work? How does that sound come about? And after doing this for a number of years, I said, you know, it would be really thrilling to actually make that the focus of what we do, to invite the audience on stage and to have that be almost like a visual art installation, but an interactive one. So the idea for the sound maze started as a way to just bring the audience directly to the instruments and have them be able to have a chance to be creative with them, to experiment with them, to get their hands dirty, and to do the sort of the process that I do when I first encounter a new design.
And Nashville is such a creative community. It's just great to have a place like this that explores these different kinds of arts and gives us a chance to expose our kids to it.
What I liked about this is, like the music and the drama.
And arts is always important for the kids because creativity is part of everything. I mean, I don't care if it's science, math, history, whatever. I mean, arts spurs creativity, so this is definitely important.
I love the diversity that they have for all the kids and hands-on. It makes it real fun for all. It's a great family event.
It's a great chance for the kids to see instruments that are unconventional, and for them to see them up close and then see them how they're meant to be used. So kids need to learn the value of art early on, music, visual arts, and to learn an appreciation for the world around them.
Art stimulates creativity, joy.